of it, and my question is, how does revitalizing our neighborhood support our community?
An upstander is someone who recognizes that something is wrong and acts to make it right. The issue in the community is that there are many low and moderate income families that can't afford a decent housing and neighborhoods that need to be cleaned or improved on so that we can live in a better and healthier environment. Our group's organization is called Neighborhood Housing Services of Los Angeles County, and this organization hosts a community event called Neighborhood Pride Day, where residents and volunteers come together to revitalize neighborhoods by painting houses, gardening plants, covering up graffiti, and also picking up trash. What does this organization value the most?
Neighborhood Housing Services values the ability for families throughout the County of LA to have access to home ownership and to provide financial education, neighborhood revitalization, rehab services, and affordable lending to anyone that can normally not afford a home but would qualify for state and federal support like down payment assistance, mortgage assistance, and we plant gardens.
What about this organization led you to volunteer here?
I got a job here about 3 years ago, and before then I was working with the Occupy movement and then working as an activist in the West Side, and got a job here doing their fundraising. And it's great because now we raise money to support events just like Neighborhood Pride Day.
What is a challenge or a conflict that this organization has faced?
The hardest thing we're having to face is the price of home ownership and the cost of housing in LA, because the cost of housing is skyrocketing, which makes it harder for families with less income to find an affordable house. So for us, the biggest problem is to find enough money to help people find a house.
What's different about working here than anywhere else you've worked?
We get a chance to get dirty and have fun doing things on the weekend instead of just sitting in the office and hanging out in front of a computer. You meet great people, folks that are doing good work in the community, and you get to ask a bunch of rich people to pay for the whole thing. It's awesome.
What about this organization led you to volunteer here?
Well, I did a lot of gardening before I got here, so this is a natural fit, and a lot of fundraising, and went door to door doing essentially a lot of development work for other groups, and so this is a perfect opportunity to kind of get paid to do stuff you love in there.
All right, thank you so much.
You guys are great. Thank you so much. Enjoy.
Is there anything you would like to change about anything like our neighborhood or this organization?
No, well, I think we're doing it out here now. I think that's part of what our organization is about. We're trying to make not only the neighborhoods better, but people's lives better. And so by these events, it's not just about cleaning up and painting. It's about people coming together like this and meeting one another and sharing, the common goal is something positive, doing something positive in the community. I think we're doing it.
Alright, what about this organization that led you to volunteer here?
It's not just volunteer. I learned about the organization. My office, I did real estate for over 13 years before joining the Neighborhood Housing Services. And what we used to do was sell some of their properties that were in our territory, and we'd help them with that. And when I found out about the organization and what they were doing for folks, I said I'd love to be a part of it. And so when a position became available, I applied. They didn't hire me for that position. They ended up hiring me for a different position. But I now do not only that position, but the one I applied for originally. So it ended up working out for the good. And I've been with them again almost 5 years now, and I'm gonna hopefully be another 5 years and more.
What's different about working here than anywhere else you've worked?
Well, we're a nonprofit organization, and so a lot of I came from a different background, the private world, and it's more dog eat dog. It's not as compassionate. Here, it's all about making money, and this is mission driven. So that's the biggest difference.
How has this organization changed since you started working?
The organization's changed substantially. We've grown and also contracted a couple of times since I've been with the organization as grants come and go. I think the biggest change has been our focus on our targeted neighborhoods. We were spread thin, tried to cover the entire county. We still cover the entire county, but now we're focused on specific neighborhoods that have been our core business for the 34 years we've been around.
Well, thank you for answering our questions.
You're welcome. Thank you guys for volunteering, and I appreciate it.
Hey guys, where are we at? Where are we at? We're on 68th Street volunteering for Neighborhood Pride Day. Hey.
What happened?
He's like dropping.
Did it drop? Like, I got caught up.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
He's like dropping. Sorry. How you feel? Tired. Tired already? Yeah. Pepe, how you feel?
Good.
Feel good?
Yeah.
Try to break up your soil. Little bit with this. You guys get a discount since the beginning. If people understand instructions, help them out, okay, what happened right here? What I would do if I were you,
What kind of skills could a volunteer learn that would be beneficial for their future educational or career goals? Some beneficial skills that we learned while volunteering for this organization is interviewing.
We learned teamwork.
And we learned patience. We learned some volunteering skills while interviewing the people that help organize this organization in this community event where residents and volunteers come together to help revitalize our communities.
We learned how to use teamwork when we worked with people we didn't know, and then we communicated with them.
We learned patience by getting to know these people and building a relationship with the community, and it takes time to plant a plant, and so it just you need patience to be able to grow the respect that you get from that organization. What about life skills? The most important life skill that we learn while working with this organization is communication skills.
We use this by communicating with the people who we worked with and who we met.
This affects our daily lives every single day because we need to be able to know how to communicate with our teachers, our bosses, or other people around. What kind of skills could a volunteer learn that would be beneficial for their future education or career goals?
They'll learn how to communicate better, and they'll be better prepared for interviews and jobs.
What impact can you make in your community when you volunteer with this organization?
We could help homeowners have better homes and make our environment live better.
What are some skills you might learn through volunteering here?
You can learn how to garden and interact with other people that you don't know.
How can this tie in with your future educational or career goals?
It's going to help because I will be able to work in groups and show my leadership skills.
What impact can you make in your community when you volunteer with this organization? Working with this organization has many impacts, but one impact that stood out was that when we work together with other people that want to help with the same situation, it brings you guys together to be able to make the community a better place for the people in the neighborhood. What are some skills you might learn through volunteering here? Some skills would be teamwork, because when you're painting or planting a garden or picking up trash, you're put into groups and you have to work with that group to be able to make the community a better place. How can this tie in with your future educational or career goals? This can tie in with any type of goal, because when you work with people you don't know, you're usually going to end up working or talking or working with other people, or going to school with other people that you don't know. You're going to have to get to know them to be able to do your projects or do your job or be able to do stuff that you need to do in order to benefit your life. What impact can you make in your community when you volunteer with this organization? Something we do that impacts our community is revitalizing our neighborhoods, and this is a big way we help the community by making our neighborhoods beautiful and healthy for us to live in. What are some skills you might learn through volunteering here? Some skills that I learned while volunteering with this organization is communication skills. I really think I improved on communication skills because it did take a lot of effort, not only like on my part but from everyone that was there volunteering, and it was very important to communicate with new people because this was a great way to work together to form a special bond between one another to really make a difference in these homeowners that couldn't afford to, paint their houses.